Welcome to Chunklock, the Minecraft game mode where you are stuck in just one chunk and have to pay to unlock even more chunks. This can cost anything from dirt to diamond blocks. Now, normally the first thing you would do is punch a tree, but actually, I'm gonna grab some dirt so we can unlock our first chunk. Let's go ahead and do that right here. It costs 1 dirt. And there we go, we've already unlocked our first chunk. Now, while I'm punching this tree, I might as well tell you my overall goal for this series, and that would be just kill the Ender Dragon. It sounds pretty simple, but not only would we have to go and find the stronghold, but we'd have to unlock all of these chunks until we get there. So, I just wanted to test my limits and see if I could possibly do it. But of course, that's going to take a long time, and we don't need to jump ahead of ourselves. Let's unlock our second chunk. There we go. And why not a third? Luckily, they're not too expensive, but I do believe they will be getting expensive relatively soon. Ooh, you know what? I have an idea for a build, and I feel like somewhere up here would look perfect. So let's try to make our way over there and kind of scan out what the mountainside looks like. And hello, Mr. Enderman. Now, I'm not able to unlock any of these because they actually require birch, and luckily we have a single birch tree inside of the chunks that we have unlocked. So let's grab this as well. It'll probably come very handy. Oh, and we also should probably start keeping an eye out for sheep, so that way if it does become nighttime, I am not stuck in the darkness, because that doesn't seem fun. Look there's more sheep over there. Okay, I know I should probably be careful with how many chunks I'm unlocking, but I feel like sheep are pretty important. Okay, it just costs dirt. Yes, okay. There is 3 sheep, but only 2 of them are inside of the chunks. Do you want to come back to me, please? I need your wool. Okay, well, let's grab some stone, because that would also be important, because I would like to get into the caves, because I have a really cool build idea and it requires a lot of the deep stones. Oh, look there's a sheep right there. Okay, and luckily, those flowers are right here. Okay, we're gonna be able to craft a bed. That's amazing. That is perfect. We're not going to have to worry about spending our nights in the dark. Now, I think I would like to base somewhere right up here, kind of on top of this snow part right here. So let's try to make our way over there. This might be more difficult than it looks because this is a flowery area, so it requires a lot of flowers that I don't have. Ooh, okay, it requires dripstone, which is odd. I thought it would just be something similar to snow or cobblestone, but right here is the chunk that I would have liked to build in. So, I think for now we can set up base kind of around here, and I'm extremely hungry, so I would like to go cook my food. So let's just use our wooden tools. And you know what? I might as well unlock this chunk now that I have birch. And it is getting nighttime, so let's place our bed down and sleep. There we go. First night was not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Okay, now let's try to find a cave. We might have to just dig straight down. Oh, but there's iron right here. Okay, it's on half of the chunk, but it just requires snowballs. So let's craft a stone shovel and let's get some snowballs. It shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, look at it. There's a winter wonderland up here. Boop. There we go. Easy. Now, we have iron and coal, which is honestly quite perfect. Oh, look at that. There's an outpost. Okay, that's quite interesting. I wonder if we could ever make it that far. I don't think so, because it seems to be quite far, but it wouldn't hurt to try. And also, it seems to be a massive cave right here. Oh, and dripstone, which we have been needing for some reason. Okay, let's scour the walls for some of this iron and stuff around, and coal. And let's get some of that dripstone and see if it is possible for us to get any deeper, because that would be quite nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, this is scary. There's a skeleton and I can't get to it. So let's use all of this dirt to get into that chunk, and this skeleton has got to go. Okay, that wasn't as scary as I thought. The water kind of is invisible if it's not in your chunk, and it looks very funky. Thought that was interesting. Oh gosh, okay. This is a little bit scary. Uh-oh. Please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. Oh no, this is scary. Please don't die. Oh. Okay. I'm not surprised that I died. Ooh, okay, we've got quite a bit of iron going for us, so honestly, I think we could probably get out of the caves after we collect all this iron. Home sweet home. Okay, let's cook some of this raw iron, because I need it. There we go, and I might as well unlock these chunks while I'm here. I've got the dripstone. There we go, and there we go. Perfect, okay. You know what, I might as well do this one as well. Just a little bit higher up. It's quite beautiful up here. We get a great view of blue chunk borders, but you know, still can be beautiful in its own way. Oh, and we've unlocked half a stack of chunks. That is very cool. Okay, let's get this wood, because I would like to unlock that one as well, so we're not making odd shapes. There we go. We've got like a whole box over here. Once we unlock these ones over here, we'll have like our own little area that we can see perfectly without these borders of blue. And I'm going to continue crafting up my armor. I'm gonna need the protection, as well as the food. Now, it would probably be a good idea to start farming some wheat, so that way we have another food source. Because I don't want to struggle with food, and I feel like that will be an issue if I try to use meat. There's not many animals inside of our chunks, unfortunately. There we go, a nice little food source. It's just wheat, and it'll probably take a while to grow, but it's better than nothing. So, now I would like to try to get some diamonds. I don't know if it'll be necessarily possible, but I would like to try. So I think, honestly, just strip mining kind of by this tree, just down, would be a good idea, because I'm unfortunately not able to find any big caves on the surfaces, so I kind of have to rely on strip mining, which I haven't done since before the Caves and Cliffs update, rarely, and it seems to be working already because we're getting iron, so that's amazing. Now, it would be really great if we just happen to mine into a huge cave. I don't think that'll happen, but that would be ideal. There could be a hidden little big cave down here, which would be perfect. I hear a lot of mobs, but I'm not able to find where they're coming from, and I'm hoping that means there's a cave nearby, but I can't pinpoint where I'm hearing them from, which is a little bit annoying. Oh, found it. Found the cave. Oh, a cave of a lot of bad things. A lot of bad things. Okay. You know what? A shield would be really nice. I'm already out of food. This isn't good. I need a really good food source, and I'm not getting that from the wheat that's growing very, very slowly. Ooh, lapis. Okay. Iron. Okay, perfect. We've gotten some iron. Not much, but we've gotten some. It'd be nice to get a little bit more. Oh, there's dripstone. Is there another dripstone cave? There is. Okay, cool. But I might die, which also is not what I wanted part of the plan. You know what? Honestly, dying would probably be the best option because it would get my hunger and health all the way back up to full. So, I'll be back, cave. Continuing downward, because that is all I know to do. And it seems that we've dug into another kind of cave. It has iron, a lot of iron. Okay, I'm just gonna peek around this cave a little bit more to get the rest of the iron. And then I think we can go ahead and start building our base, because I really, really would like to build. Oh, is this a geode? Oh, This is a geode. Oh, this is very cool. Okay. Oh, and does it open up to another cave? No, but it is geode, which I think this block and maybe a few of the others would be quite an interesting block to build out of. And my pickaxe broke, so I think, yeah, let's head to the surface. Okay, I've got my copper smelting. I've got some stone. I might gather some deep slate. Let's see what I can come up with for a cozy, fun little starter base. Let's get into our first time lapse of Chunklock. And here is our tower as our starter base. I actually thought this was a clever little idea, and I would kind of like to make this whole area a castle in the end. Now, I did actually find a cow and manage to trap it inside of our tower. But really quickly, before we do anything else, I would love to just move a whole bunch of chests inside to try to get on top of my organization, just because I know I can struggle a little bit with that, and I really don't want to because I'm going to need lots of blocks for the future. So I think what we're... No, stay in here, cow. So I think what we're going to do is start a staircase that spirals all of the way up, and then that'll be my bedroom up there by the windows. That means that the chests can probably go right about here, and I'm going to need a lot more wood. I have also extended our wheat farm, and I'm planning on just constantly just keep on extending it. It's not gonna end. I need it to be a massive field because it's still not giving us quite enough bread. But hey, I'm not gonna complain because at least I have some sort of food source. There's another cow. Hold on. Do you think it'll follow us outside the border? It will. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Mr. Cow. I really, really needed you to follow me. You're going to make my life a whole lot easier, and as soon as I have a pen for you guys, you're gonna be living the life. And there we go, a second cow. So that way we will infinitely be able to gather cows. This is important, you guys. You need to stay alive, both of you. Okay, well, let's go ahead and put the rest of the chest in here. I think we'll just, you know, kind of diagonally place them. We'll probably put them at this height just simply because we don't want them to be too high, or else the stair will not be able to go up. And I have so many plans. I actually have another plan right here. I would love to make this perfect little dome entrance shape into a mining area. So I would love to just use this auto-generated path down to go as far down as we can to kind of turn it into this natural looking mine shaft or strip mine. So this can be our little mining area where I can just strip mine for diamonds and whatnot. And I think this is the perfect spot. So let's just go ahead and start digging straight down. Well, my pickaxe broke, so now I have to go all the way back up, which luckily I didn't mine too far, but I think this is going to require like 3 iron pickaxes, so I'm just going to get ahead of the game and craft a whole bunch. I may have messed up. I didn't realize this, but I've been mining down for a long time, and I am only Y level 66 because I started on a mountain. And I kind of forgot that this is a mountain. This might take a lot longer than I thought it was going to. But it's okay, I'm gonna push through and I'm going to do it no matter what. Hey, look at that. It's an allium. All right, we are literally 8... Oh, I was just going to say we are 8 away from entering the negative Y level, so we should be close to deep sleep. But it looks like we are unfortunately close to something much more dangerous. This is not good. This is the one thing that I would not want underneath my base, because not only is it going to make it harder to find diamonds, it might spawn a warden if I'm not careful. Don't they have, even if it's not a city, don't they have those shriekers? So I'm gonna have to be extra careful about this. But hey, we hit deep slate. Nonetheless, we've hit deep slate, so that's good. Also, there's a shrieker right there. All right, I'm just going to break these as quick as I can. These are dangerous. These are not safe. I'm just going to stay away from there. That is dangerous. Okay, well, I've made it past there. That took a long time to make sure I wasn't ever going to set off a shrieker. Hopefully that was the last of the skulk, and we can just mine peacefully in the deep slate at a strip mining level for diamonds. Oh no. Oh no. This is my nightmare. This is my nightmare. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. I don't know where to go from here. I really don't. We might be out of luck for diamonds in this episode. Well, I do have a plan. If I just unlock more chunks towards this direction, I can just turn my mine shaft and keep digging down that way, hopefully avoiding this whole entire city. I mean, maybe we'll visit eventually. No promises. Maybe eventually, but right now, with just iron armor, I can't be risking my life like that. Oh, the sweet surface, and it's daytime. All right, let's go ahead and dump all of my valuables just in this chest. I promise I'll organize. Well, actually, not many valuables. It's pretty much just stones. That's okay, though, because I can just go ahead and... Oh, hello, Mr. Cows. Put all of my stones in this chest. There we go. Already organized a little bit. Hello, cow. You are sniffing my face. Oh my goodness. Look at that wheat. Oh, that is a dream come true. I love seeing all of my wheat grow. You know, it would be quite cool to see this wheat field just extend all of this dirt just everywhere down here. It's just a wheat field and I can see it from my castle. Not much of a castle now though, because it is just a snow-covered tower now. Thanks, snow. That is amazing. I'll have to get string to cover that up. But it is just a tower for now, but I really would like to try to make it kind of a mini castle up there. I think that would look really cool. Eventually. A lot of things to come. Of course, this is only the first episode. I want to go on a bit of an exploration. How far this exploration will take us, who knows, but I want to see that thing right there. There is a pillage outpost, and I have wanted to go to that since episode 1. So that's what we're going to do. I would also like to make this mine entrance happen that I talked about in last episode, and maybe make this into an actual custom little mine shaft, as well as get deep enough to mine diamonds, because unfortunately we didn't get to that last episode and I really would like some diamonds, as well as maybe exploring this deep dark. But we'll see about this. This is a little bit scary, but I'm intrigued. So let's just get straight into it and see if we can make our way to this village outpost. I have no reason to go here other than I want to explore it and I want to unlock some chunks. It requires chicken, which I do not have. Chicken! We're gonna have to collect some chickens because I feel like those will come very important soon. All right, we've got our first chicken. And surprisingly, you're gonna help us progress the game, little buddy. Who would have ever thought in order to unlock chunks and possibly lead us to the end would require a chicken? All right, little guy, follow me into your new pen. It's quite small, but it'll do for now. Yes, come through the chunk, please follow me. Okay, we've got 2 chickens. We can breed them, kill one of them, raw chicken, and unlock some chunks. Now, time to breed you guys for a baby. And I'm so sorry I have to do this to you, but it's important. Now, luckily for us, a chunk is very much avoidable. So, we can check the surrounding chunks to see if they have anything that we can get easier of. Pressure plate, that's pretty easy. Whoa! We've already unlocked a stack of chunks. Okay, cool. Awesome. That scared me a little bit. I'm gonna be completely honest, but we're almost there. It's right there. We can see the mobs. Luckily, most of this costs dirt. Okay, I've spoken too soon. We've gotten into a predicament. Luckily, I do have shears, so we should be able to get wool. Ah, right. We don't need wool for these chunks. Well, I'll unlock it anyways. Maybe this one's easier? It is. It's just dirt. Okay. That's good. We are so close, yet so far. Okay. Someone's already aggroed on us. Luckily, they aren't too difficult, except for when they get themselves in the chunks like that. Okay, don't get too close or else you won't be able to right-click to block. There we go. Okay. Okay, we are so close. I just need to get inside of this building. There we go, there we go. Break in, break in, break in. I'm gonna break in their house. Block myself in. Okay. I think I'm safe. Now what goodies would this have in store for us? Let's see. A bunch of junk. Great. Well, you know, on the bright side, we're able to get a new wood type, which is this dark oak wood. So that's nice, I guess. We could also go for the spruce. A village! Oh my goodness, a village. Okay, let's see if we can make our way to the village, because that would be very, very useful. We can trap some villagers, get some villagers. This could be a game changer right here. The question is it going to be unbelievably expensive? You know, they keep kind of shooting each other. I can have them do the hard work. Oh, you know, the nice thing is we're actually able to get a whole bunch of wool from this, and I don't have any sheep at my base, so this is going to be very, very handy. The first house is in range. We have actually made it to the village. Okay, let's see what goodies are in here for me. A bundle. A villager! A villager! You have to get inside a house. Do you want to go in here? I need to trap you. I feel like you'll be very useful to get ender pearls, won't you? I just need someone to go inside their house. Perfect. Yep, keep going. Beautiful. Okay, you stay in there, and we might as well get a second one. You can stay there as well. 100 chunks unlocked. That feels insane. That feels beautiful. I can't believe we've already hit 100 chunks. And would you look at that? We've even got a little farm. 2 sheep, 2 cow. I might have to move you guys over to my house. Now, I think a nice thing to do would be taking these guys home right now, so that way I don't have to keep coming back here. And I'm also going to take their fence with me, so that way I don't have to waste wood crafting some. The village didn't get us much useful stuff in the chest, but that isn't why I came. I mainly came to save myself some villagers for later in the series, and the animals were a little bonus. And the good thing is we've unlocked more chunks, and these ones around here are pretty easy, so we can mine down and see if there's a cave below us as well. I think we've explored quite enough of the surface in today's episode, and I would like to change that and going down there in the caves. So I'm going to gather a few more bits of honeycomb, grab some more wool. Alright, we've made it to the village, and the reason I'm here is because this is very far away from our base, way that direction over there. So, we shouldn't run into any similar cave systems, I believe. So let's just mine down probably around here, and let's see what the cave systems want to bring us. We've got some iron, but I'm really looking for those blue shiny diamonds. I would really like just a few. Oh! Okay. Oh, this is a big cave. We've made it into a massive cave. The question is, does it go deep enough for diamonds? Okay, what is down this way? A skeleton? And he fell. Okay, let's jump down into that water, because I think that is going to be our safest option. But let me heal real quick. Jump down in this water. Oh. Okay, I missed. Oh. Okay. Don't miss the water. Now let's... Oh my goodness, our first diamonds. Oh, this was unbelievably difficult to find. This was actually really hard to find diamonds in this world. All right, sweet diamonds. You are mine. A single diamond, really? All right, well, let's keep moving forward. This way seems quite nice. Actually, what's through here? Diamonds! Oh, good thing I checked. We're out of the caves. We're free. I have never struggled so much to get diamonds, but we've gotten 19, and I'll take it. This is the best we're gonna get, I think, for a long time. Oh man, that was really difficult to find diamonds. But I do have an idea. I do have a really, really good idea, and there's what I need. Now, I'm gonna craft a few sticks. That is not how you make sticks. I've played Minecraft for how long now? Oh god. And we're just simply gonna pour water over the top of this. We're not only getting this obsidian for a portal, but also an enchanting table, because I would rather get full diamond armor if possible with an enchanting table, rather than tools, because I think iron tools can carry us all the way to the end. I don't think we necessarily need diamonds. It would be nice to get a few more, but I would rather have an enchanting table and diamond armor over the tools. So let's get enough for a portal as well as an enchanting table. Alright, perfect. Now let's head back and craft up as much diamond armor as we can. Okay, so we only have 14 because I would love to save some for the enchanting table. So unfortunately, we're only going to be able to craft a few things. And I think we should craft a chest plate and a helmet, which leaves us one to spare for a sword. There we go, half blue. Now that we've gotten quite a bit of diamonds, the next thing I'd want to do is work on what I talked about earlier, which is our mine shaft entrance. I want to turn this into our strip mine cave area, and right now it's just an entrance, a hole in the wall, and I want to fix that. So let's gather some materials and let's get to building. Now, a wood type that we just unlocked is spruce, and it is one of my favorite wood types, and I feel like it would contrast very nicely with the stone surrounding the entrance. I would also love to grab some more of this smooth basalt because it just looks quite nice, and I think it'll fit the idea that I have in mind. And then some more of this deep slate. Alright, so let's just start with a few simple pillars, like so. And we can even improve them just by a few simple trapdoors. And then we'll start by placing a very, very simple roof. And there we go. We've got a nice little entrance for our mine. Very simple, but it kind of goes from these dark tones, contrasting very nice with this white snow, into our stoneway. And we're going to have to connect this up all the way through here. I'm going to kind of off camera mine this to make it look more natural, all the way down from there to here where our mine shaft starts. But that's more of an off camera thing. Now, by the looks of it, our wheat field seems to be pretty much 100% full of completed wheat. So there we go. Lots and lots of wheat. But I said I would love to extend it. I really would love to see this whole bottom area down here pretty much just a wheat field. So And there goes our hoe. We used a whole entire hoe, and we're getting somewhere with this field. I think over time it'll definitely grow into a mega wheat field. Now, we've got quite a bit of wool, almost a stack, and just because I'm curious, I thought this would be quite fun. Oh, this is such a dumb idea. There's 2 shriekers right below me. Now, I'm gonna make my way to that middle portal thing, because I think that'll be one of the safest options that we have. Now, I'm gonna be extremely careful, and the only areas I'm going to search is the chunks that I have unlocked. So I'm going to go that way because that looks like that would be a chest area over there. And we need to get rid of these things. A chest. Okay. I just have to be very careful and not set off the shrieker. Now, I don't know how I'm going to get down. Maybe if I drop down, that'll be safe, but we might set off one of the shriekers, but I'm okay with that. Oh, okay. Why? I thought you're safe if you walk on wool. Okay, well, for some reason, it's not setting the shrieker off, which is good. Okay, and I brought some blocks, so let me unlock this. Ooh, that scared me. I don't know why they're all getting set off, but the shriekers aren't going off, so I'll take it. Regeneration. Ooh, that's quite nice. Diamond horse armor, swift sneak. Nothing too amazing. Alright, I think it's best if we head out of here. We took a little peek. We're safe. We got a few things. Although... Oh no! Oh no! Oh no. Okay, it isn't glitched. They do go off. That's just one though. There's a chest right there. Oh no. I definitely need more wool than what I have. I'm out of wool. It's right there. Uh-oh. 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 Do you get 3 warnings, or is the 3rd one when he spawns? Okay, I'm just gonna go up to the surface. Alright, I've emptied out my inventory. They've grown a bit more back. That should be enough just to get this final chest. I'm determined. We cannot risk setting off another shrieker, or else the warden will spawn, and he will probably very much kill me. Alright, there's the chest. There's the shrieker. I don't know. Do I cover the chest up? Or do I go over towards the shrieker and cover it up? Now, what would happen if I just cover myself up? Are you kidding me? This is like the worst chest I could have gotten. That was not worth it. Another chest. I have to. It's right there. I have to check. I'll just be extra careful this time. Okay, we have once again ran out of wool, but I don't see a shrieker. Oh no. Oh, protection 4. Okay, that spawned him. I've got to go. I'm so close. Get me out of here. 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 I got protection 4. I think that's worth it. We can put it on a piece of armor. Eventually, I want to do a harder challenge, and that would be going to the Nether. Now, in order to get access to the end, we're going to need access to the Nether, which of course requires a Nether portal. And once we do that, we're going to need to unlock loads and loads of chunks until we find ourselves another fortress. Once we find another fortress, we'll be on the hunt for a blaze spawner, so that way we are able to get blaze rods and blaze powder. Then, we're gonna of course need to find a wart forest in order to get ender pearls to be able to craft eyes of enders to find the stronghold. Now luckily for us, we already have a bit of obsidian right here. Now, since our base isn't complete, I think for a temporary portal, we are just gonna put it in the wall by the animals, and we can move it later if we really have to. Alright, hopefully this is a good spawn. Alright, this is probably the worst spawn we could have gotten. Now I think we want to make our way this way, so let's just carefully bridge out this direction. The issue is we cannot unlock any of these unless they are netherrack. So, because there is currently no way for me to access magma blocks or magma cream, so we're just gonna have to stick with the things we can get. I think my portal's glitched. It says that I haven't unlocked this chunk. I don't know what that's about. Okay, I am going to have to smelt some netherrack in order to get the nether bricks. All right, there we go. Now let's make our way down that way, because that seems like the best direction we can head. Perfect, we now have access to magma blocks, which will definitely speed things up. All right, let's head this direction, and hopefully we just run into another fortress. I don't really know the strategy to doing this. I'm just gonna hope that I run into another fortress. Oh, guys, I can't even make this up. I was looking for brown mushrooms to unlock chunks in that direction, like I said, and I came towards our portal, and there's a fortress right here. There is a fortress right there. I don't know if it's because Chunklock made it easier or I'm just insanely lucky, but we found a fortress and I came here for blaze rods, so just gonna drop down and hopefully that doesn't kill me. It almost did. Okay. Now, I've realized unlocking these chunks that the mushrooms are the hard ones to unlock because you have to find a chunk that has them growing unless you have some in the overworld. All right, let's break into this fortress. And let's see what goodies it's got for us. Straight off the bat, there is a chest right there. I want that chest. What goodies are you going to give to me, chest? Ooh, a trim. All right, I'm gonna go home and smelt this netherrack into nether bricks, and then I'm also going to gather some more netherrack, so that way we can unlock as many chunks as we need. You know, since we found a fortress so easy, I suppose that'll give us a lot of time to build in today's episode. And trust me when I say I have a really great idea planned. I have a really great idea plan. And I was worried it was going to take a long time, but with how lucky we are in the nether so far, not to jinx myself, I feel like we'll have a lot of time to get a lot of base progress done. And I'm actually going to get one step ahead and start breeding these cows because I need leather for an enchanting table. All right, back to the nether we go. There we go, and we have 160 chunks unlocked. That is quite insane. Aha, blaze rods. I can't do that. But that makes me wonder, if it's costing blaze rods, maybe I should head in that direction. So let me see if I can kind of, cheat my way around. Blackstone walls. Do you think I'm just able to craft blackstone walls? Let's see, am I able to cut through it? There's gotta be a way up and over it. Blazes? Okay, that must mean we're close. It's also a little bit scary. So if there's blazes, and if there's 2 blazes instead of just 1, that must mean that there is a spawner nearby. So I definitely have to be heading in the right direction. Oh, a chest. Let's see, any goodies? Nope. I would love it if they gave me some diamonds, but I actually don't even know if that's possible. All right, I went all the way back and got my stone cutter, so let's make this blackstone walls. That was a heck of a trip, but at least we got that chunk out of the way, and oh, hey, I didn't even realize you were right there. Yes! Okay. We have got 1, so that means we are closer to getting to the end than we've ever been. Magma cream is the difficult one. I only have 5, well now 2 since I just spent it. So I gotta hope that it doesn't really require that or else I am pretty much screwed. Whoa! Whoa! Oh no! No, 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 no! No! I may have forgotten that I need to wear gold. Oh my goodness. I almost missed that. Okay, let's unlock this and let's block this off as quick as we can because I really don't want this to be the death of me. Although it really isn't spawning anything. Oh, I lied. It's definitely spawning things. Okay, well, I didn't box them off particularly well. Now, the reason I would like to get them in a cage is that way... Oh, hey, big guy. You are going to kill me? As I was saying before I got rudely interrupted, I would like to trap them in a box so that way they don't fly all over the place. Well, luckily for me, I already have 2 blaze rods, so I just need about, like, 1,000 more. Okay, I have got 15 rods. I think this is a good amount to head out on. Yeah, I'm gonna die, and I have no food. So let's get the heck out of here, and my helmet broke. Now, I believe the amount you need for a full end portal is 12, or the recommended amount is 12, and I have 15, so I feel pretty good about that, and if we do feel the need to have to go back, we always can. Next, what we need is the Endermen, but I don't want to do that yet. I have spent over an hour here in the Nether, and I think that is long enough for me to be able to call it home sweet home. I can't wait. Yesterday we spent so much time exploring the overworld that I was sick of it, and today we spent so much time in the Nether that I'm so happy to be here. Well, since I am starving, and so far every episode we've expanded this wheat field, I feel like now is a great time to do it, since my hearts are now bouncing and I am going to die of starvation. So... I still have so many seeds, but I don't feel like planting anymore because that took about 4 minutes, which doesn't sound like a long time, but doing the repeated same process over and over, it gets boring. But the field is growing. Eventually, it will extend this way probably next. And I have a lot of bread. But since we are taking a little break from the Nether, I would love to work a little bit more on our base. Now, I think I've stated this before, but I would love to make this a castle, and this tower is part of the entrance. I would like to make a symmetrical tower right here, and then a little entrance about in the middle, as symmetrical as I can make it. Let's get into another little building montage, and let's make this castle into an actual castle, because right now it is just a tower. Let's go! Here is our base. I love it. I think it looks just so unique. Originally it was going to be symmetrical, but then I added this diagonal build to it, and it kind of threw off the symmetry, which might make some of you mad. But I am happy with it nonetheless, and of course it isn't done, and you might notice that these 2 roofs are not filled in, and I'm going to need Silk Touch for that, so... I have been very, very slowly breeding up the cows, and they've already gone through 1 slaughter party. And so I think it's finally time for number 2, once all the babies are born. There we go. We now have 19 leather in total. And with this, we are gonna make some bookshelves, which I just realized we're gonna need sugarcane, and I don't have any. All right, I've explored a lot of the chunks that we have unlocked, and there is no sugarcane, which I thought would be the easy part. Well, that chunk needs sugarcane to unlock, so we must be getting close, and there is a river this way. So if we just kind of scan the area as we get closer and see if there's sugarcane, I mean, they're getting very expensive. Very, very expensive. Look at that, 200 chunks. There we go, the sugarcane. It's unlocked. Oh, thank goodness we have sugarcane. Okay, that was really hard to make my way all the way here. But at least now we have some sugarcane and of course our leather. The question is, how many bookshelves can we craft? Right, so we can't even make a single bookshelf. But that's okay, because we can make an enchanting table, which is much more impressive. And I think I'm going to put it in this central entrance area right here, so we're going to have to flatten this out. Now, I think I'm simply just going to put it right there. We're going to move it, hopefully, eventually, maybe. So yeah, let's see. Any silk touch? No. Now, the reason why I'd actually like this silk touch is because the ceiling or the roof I'm planning here is made out of skulk. I think this block is just so beautiful and it will look really cool as the roof on certain parts of the build, which is these two right here. And I don't think you can get it without silk touch. So maybe this is a thing to do next episode. Now, I think we're at the point where all of my iron stuff kind of needs to be replenished. So let's start with the armor. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and craft a few boats. Now, if you couldn't tell what else I want to do in today's episode, that is finish off the preparation for the end. At least the nether part. Now, we've already gotten blaze rods, which we can use to craft blaze powder. But in order to craft Eye of Enders, we're also going to need lots of ender pearls. So, I would like to make my way to a warped forest or somewhere where a lot of endermen are going to spawn. Now, I think I want to keep heading in the direction that we've already unlocked, which is using the fortress. But since we've unlocked so far this way already, and we did happen to come across a crimson forest, maybe just maybe there's a warped forest this direction as well. So here's the crimson forest with our blazes, and I feel like usually whenever I find one of these, there's always a warped forest in the same direction or near it. So I'm just gonna keep heading in a direction and hope I find one. Found one. I found two. Okay, that was way easier than I thought. Oh. Apparently I've explored all the nether biomes, which is quite cool. Alright, now we are very much into this forest, and yep, just like I thought, there is always endermen. So I'm just gonna stay here and kill a whole bunch of them. Look at that, we got our first ender pearl. Okay, about probably 14 more to go. There we go. 16 ender pearls. That should do it. That should be enough. I think you only really need 12 or 14, but I want to be extra safe and I never want to have to come back here again. So 16 is the perfect amount for me. Now I need to remember my way out of here. You know, the next thing we really ought to do is make a staircase all the way up here, because climbing up these blocks is a lot of work. But the base is definitely coming together. But the base is really coming together. I really am liking how it looks. I'm gonna be completely honest. I did some work off camera and I may have gotten a little bit carried away. First off, I prepped the layout for our enchanting table, which I put in the middle of our entranceway, which I will probably regret, but I think it looks kind of cool. And we need 14 more bookshelves. I have 6, so we're about halfway. But in today's episode, I would like to finish off our castle, finish off the enchanting table. I also went ahead and extended the wheat field and made a whole bunch of flowers and a path. And yeah, I kind of got carried away. For some reason, no matter what I do, even if I'm building a dark castle like the one behind me, I still find a way to do cottagecore stuff. I've also started this path that links up to underneath the base where our storage system is and our original tower where we had been living in. Now, I would love to get this enchanting table out of the way instantly, so let's check all of my sugarcane spots and get as much sugarcane as we can. We are prepping for the end fight because I would love to do it next episode. And of course, that's going to require an enchanting table and probably a few more diamonds as well. We're almost there. We are almost there. What level are we at? 16. Now, while we wait for the sugarcane to keep growing, our horse, which we will finally give a name today since I forgot to do it last episode, but our horse has just been inside of our animal pen and I feel bad. I feel really bad. So I think while we wait for the sugarcane to grow, we can finally give him a home. That's going to require spruce though, so let me go ahead and plant a few trees. And there we go. We've got a nice little horse pen for him. There we go. And the name suggestion I've picked out is Poke. The backstory behind Poke is because, well, I said he was a slow horse and the nickname Slowpoke. But of course, Slowpoke would be offensive, so we're just gonna call him Poke. And he lives kind of in like a little hobbit shack. You know, just something quick to whip up for him, and I think he's gonna love it. And by the looks of it, our sugarcane is definitely ready. Hopefully this is the last batch that we're gonna need to gather. I really need to finish this path up. This little bit right here needs to connect up because I am so tired of having to jump up here every single day. It is a leg workout, I'll admit that, but not an enjoyable one. Now we have nearly a stack of sugarcane, so hopefully this will be the last we have to gather. You have to be joking. I am 1 book short. Just 1. Oh, that is so annoying. Well, believe it or not, but I'm actually running out of food and I don't feel like replanting wheat anymore. I am sick and tired of it. But while getting this leather for all the books, I have actually accumulated over a stack of beef. Yeah, over a stack. So this should cover us probably for the rest of the series, hopefully. So we're gonna go ahead and smelt this, and luckily from smelting it, we'll get some XP, which may get us closer to 30 levels, which we'll need to enchant. And while we wait for the sugarcane to grow one last time, I think it'll be fun to try to get just a teeny bit more diamonds. Like I said, today is a huge preparation episode, so let's go mining for some more diamonds. Luckily, I've made this strip mine, so it should be pretty easy. But of course, it does lead to the deep dark. Now, my hope is I can avoid this deep dark somehow, and I think our best bet is to follow this path. All right, these guys gotta go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Please don't tell me he spawns. Okay, I think we're good. All right, I made it to Y level -58, which is in the range of diamonds. So I'm gonna sit here and strip mine for a very, very long time. And hopefully I don't set off any trigger above me because I have already used up all my warnings. Well, that was quick. Who knew strip mining was all I had to do? This is more diamonds than I've ever gotten yet. 5 diamonds straight off the bat. I will definitely take it. 22 diamonds. I feel so rich. We're going to be able to get a full set of diamond armor. We are so shiny blue. I was even able to make every single diamond tool and still have 4 diamonds to spare. I would call that a big successful win. Turns out I had these bookshelves pushed back one too far, and luckily I have a lot of sugarcane to spare. So now we are at a level 30 enchantment. Now, of course, we did this for protection on our tools and sharpness for the Ender Dragon, but I also wanted Silk Touch for our roof because we need Skulk. Yeah, I did all this work for our roof of our base, but that's okay. That's totally fine. It's totally just not my builder mindset, and I am not crazy for doing that. Now let's see what we'll get on our pickaxe. Fortune. The one time I'd prefer Silk Touch over Fortune. All right, well, let's grindstone that. Fortune again. Are you kidding me? All right, let's try this again. You've got to be joking me. This has to be a joke. This has to be a joke. I never get Fortune, and now that I want Silk Touch, I'm not getting it. Yes! Oh, yes, finally Silk Touch. Oh my goodness, okay. I've set off a Shrieker. This is not good. I just came here for XP and Skulk. Get me out of here, get me out of here. Huh, would you look at that? I am spoiled today. Alright, I've gotten a whole bunch more levels. Now let's see, what can we get on our sword? Nothing amazing, so let's see the armor. Fire protection and aqua affinity. Okay, I'm gonna keep that for now. Oh, protection 3, let's get that right away. And I guess sharpness 1 will do. Now, we've actually got a few books over here. Feather Falling 1 and protection 4, which we got from the Deep Dark, I believe. And that's just a little bit of extra protection that will definitely help us in the long run. But of course, for that, we're going to need an anvil, and it looks like we do not have a lot of iron. There we go. Let's get the protection 4 on first, because that is pretty important. And now we have at least some sort of protection on everything, and unbreaking, and feather falling. I feel very confident. And look at that, I even have 5 diamonds to spare. And you know what? I'm actually going to put Swift Sneak on my leggings since we got that from the Deep Dark as well. And I just remembered we also got armor trims, so you know what? I might as well. So let's put it on our chest plate and our helmet. Oh, there we go. Look at us. We look so cool, although the gold doesn't look very gold. All right, I've gone ahead and got more XP. Let's enchant a bow. So I guess power 2 will do, and that's all we got. Okay, I'm gonna risk it and re-roll just because I want to see if we can maybe get punch in power 2. Oh, that's so much better. I've also got a power 2 book in here, so let's get that to power 3. I feel so kitted out. Everything enchanted, extra diamonds. Now we've done a lot of preparation. I think the next thing I want to do is finish our base. Right up here, we have this staircase, which leads straight up into this room. And right above us is the main room, the final room. I don't have any clue what I'm gonna do. Right here where this spruce is where I want to build one more room, kind of going in the back over here. So let's get to building. Here we go. And here we have our finished base. It's finally done. I love how this turned out. This turned out better than I imagined, if I'm going to be honest. We've got a whole bunch of the towers off the side here, and we've got the diagonal part, and then the centerpiece way up there, which I've done a bit of interior. Now, I still need to finish the path, but this will just be done off camera. Now, like I said, a bit of the interior has been done. This is literally the only part that I have to finish. I started working on it, as you can see up there, and I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. But as we climb up, I just want to say this build has turned out way better than I imagined. With how many limited chunks we have, that means we have limited blocks as well, and I think we've done pretty well with the basic blocks that we've worked with. Now here it is, our staircase. You can choose whichever way you want to go up. Let's go up this way. And ta-da! It is the bedroom. This will be my bedroom. I want to place the bed right here in the center. It just looks so magical, doesn't it? But I don't feel like building anymore, so I'll do that off camera. I promise I will actually do it. Now there is one more thing that I would like to do in today's episode, and that is the laborious task of villagers. I would love to trade with the villagers to be able to get arrows for my bow, because we don't have infinity, and that will help us a lot in the end. So let's go ahead and craft a Fletcher table, which will need flint and a bit of wood, just like so. And let's head off to the village that we found in previous episodes. Oh man, I forgot about these guys. Hi, please leave me alone. Well, they're much easier to take care of now that I have diamonds. Alright, villagers, you've been waiting your whole life for this exact moment. I think you're in here. No. You, inside. Okay. Well, that's why you always have a backup. Just like so. Okay, you want to escape, so I'm just gonna climb through the back of your house. Yes! Okay, perfect. I don't have any emeralds. How do I get emeralds? Perfect. Sticks. Now I just need to get a whole bunch of them. Alright, off to chopping down trees. Okay, so I may have gone a little bit overboard on the sticks, but enough emeralds for me. Alright, that is definitely enough arrows. Thank you, villagers. I've actually lied to you guys. I want to do one more thing. Just one more. Oh, I'll never get over how cool that looks. Although the snow kind of ruins it. Now that one thing is in fact these. Eyes of Enders is exactly what I wanted. I want to see which way we need to go. Let's see, Eye of Ender. Which direction will we need to head? That way. We finally beat Minecraft Chunklock. We are going to fight the Ender Dragon. Oh man, this day has finally come after all the building and all the preparation. We are finally going to fight the Ender Dragon. Now I've got my bow, I've got my arrows, a sword, a shield. Now we got our Eyes of Enders, and we're gonna have to unlock a lot of chunks in order to find this stronghold. In last episode, we found out that it goes this way. So we're gonna need a whole bunch of items to unlock these chunks. And hopefully it doesn't get too expensive by the end of this, because we have unlocked about 300 chunks by now almost. So let's just hope that it doesn't get overly expensive. Alright, I've gathered a whole bunch of materials. We should be good to go. Hopefully we don't have to find too many things on our way there. Now let's throw this Eye of Ender just to confirm that we have to head this way. Yes, we definitely have to head that way. Please don't break. Perfect. Alright, let's start unlocking these chunks. Wow, look at how beautiful that is. That is beautiful. And also, the chunks are getting quite expensive, which is worrisome. We're here? Are we here? Oh my goodness, we're here. I think it just went down. Oh, that took so long. That took way too long. We're finally here at the stronghold. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. This took so long. So long. Alright, now we just have to find the portal room. Well, we found it. I need dirt. Luckily, that is very easy to come by. Look at that. We're almost at 400 chunks unlocked. We're at 397. That is insane. That is insane. Why do I need salmon? Are you kidding me? I don't have any. Well, back to the surface to farm for some fish because I don't have any. Luckily, we were in a jungle, which means there's lots of water, so I should be able to get it quite easily. Alright, we've got enough salmon. Let's head back down. Alright, our probably final overworld chunk unlocked. There we go, 400 chunks. That is mind-blowing. Now, I'm just gonna dump all of this junk in here because we don't need it anymore. Now, here it is, the moment of truth. What we've all been waiting for. The end of the series. The end fight with the Ender Dragon. We have just enough Eye of Enders. Oh man, here we go. Well, let's do this. Oh, okay, great. I am above the void, which is my least favorite spawn, but luckily we have Swift Sneak, so we should be able to get across quite quickly. Now, I don't know what to expect. It doesn't look like the chunks are locked, which is a good thing. Aha. So the chunks are locked. Alright, well, let's grab some endstone, shall we? Now, I have some extra ender pearls, which should help us, just in case any of these cost ender pearls, which I would assume they would. Looks like I should have brought my stone cutter to the end, something I never thought I would say. Okay. I don't have any golden apples. That was probably a big mistake. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. All of the pillars are locked. Oh, that makes so much sense. Okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Now the question is, can I explode them? I can. Can I just get them through the thing? I can. So I technically don't have to unlock them, which is interesting. Oh, never mind. I definitely do. Whoa. Okay, eat up. Oh gosh, okay. Let's just go around and unlock as many chunks as we can right now. Whoa. Oh my goodness. I just bucket clutched. Oh goodness. Okay, all of the pillars have been unlocked, so now it is just time to start blowing up these pillars. So since I'm terrible at aiming my bow, I think it's best if I just swim up these. Alright, dragon. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, how am I alive? How am I alive? Oh. Okay, that was dangerous. That was so scary. I don't know how I didn't die from that. Now I'm gonna climb up the highest pillar, so that way I can just shoot from the top of it. I feel like that'll be the safest option. And because of what just happened, I'm actually going to just place my water down right now. Right, those are the only two left. Can you shoot through these? I actually don't know. Did it. Okay, you can shoot through the bottom of them. Got him. Every pillar is down. Alright, every pillar is down. Every single one is down. And now it is just me and the dragon. Alright, dragon. Let's end this thing once and for all. Let's end Chunklock. This is for my 411 chunks unlocked. Okay, you know, if I could aim with a bow, actually, that would be very good. But I I can't even make one shot. Oh, look it. He's killing the Enderman. Okay, this is great in case I get launched in the air. I don't trust myself with bucket clutches enough. We're over halfway. Come on, dragon. We got this. This is for my 411 chunks I've unlocked. I can do this. I've not done this for nothing. I haven't done this for nothing. She's so low. Come on, dragon. Whoa! Okay. Come on, just a few more hits. Just a few more hits. We got this! Yes! We did it! We beat Minecraft Chunklock! Oh. What a fight. And look at that, the egg. Just sitting there for us. Don't mind if I do. Before we head back home and end the episode, I am just curious what the gateway looks like. So let's just take a little peek, just a little peek at what it looks like. I'm just a little bit curious to see if the chunks are locked. If they're not, I would love to get an elytra to fly over our base and take a good look at it for the final few moments of this series. Just realized I probably shouldn't be building that out of dirt because the Enderman can come and steal it. Alright, let's see. Aha, they are locked. Well, that's good to know. I would have liked to get an elytra, but I don't feel like unlocking any more chunks. I can't stomach doing it. Alright, now the question, how do I get in here? I'm gonna need to kill an Enderman, aren't I? Home, sweet, home. Ah, well, we've done it. Oh, and now we need to get all the way back home. We have to walk all the way home. You have to be joking. And here is our base, our amazing castle. I can't believe we've done it, you guys. This is insane. Now I think the perfect spot for our egg is right here, right in the middle of our bedroom. And we'll go ahead and place our bed. There we go. My bedroom is now complete and all so magical. Now, I know the base is not complete. It's pretty much complete, but not 100% complete. I still have that main room in there to do. I have the path to connect up. But other than that, it's complete, and I am comfortable ending it here. There will be a world download available for my members only, and I will finish off the base for the world download, but recording-wise, this is going to call it complete. But we've finished Chunklock. We have unlocked 412 chunks throughout this whole entire series, and I really didn't expect this series to be just as much fun as it was, and I want to thank each and every one of you for the support on all the videos, and I hope you guys did enjoy this series, and if you want to see more like it, please let me know and subscribe. But enough rambling on. What a bittersweet ending to Chunklock.